Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's Sybil. I am Sybil Wilkes, and now Yolanda's made me very self-conscious about the reflection of my glasses and the way that it looks. But
Well, good.
no, it's not good. Um, how is everyone? Aprylete and Yolanda are here with me today. How are you all?
The girls. I'm good. I'm great. Today's Thursday, almost Friday. April
It's
Day.
April Day.
Ain't get no better than that.
Okay, it is Aprylete Day, and every day is Yolanda Day. So how are you, Yolanda?
Great. Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thanks for accepting the invitation. We've had a couple of long days, but I'm
Mhm.
very appreciative that you are able to join us today.
The girls
Thank
have
you.
been on the move.
So, last night we went to the White House Christmas party where Sybil was a big splash,
Yeah.
literally. And so, April, we
Is that
decided
right?
to stay up and go straight to the airport and come
Oh,
home.
baby.
We had a 5 o'clock flight this morning.
So no sleep. So we
Uh,
did
I'm-
party straight to the airport.
Well, Sybil took a nap,
I
but
took a nap. I fell asleep because my natural time is usually to fall asleep about 1 these days. Yolanda's sleeping time is 5 o'clock or later. So
I was up
this was
before
nothing for
3.
her.
Yep.
Wow.
Even on the plane, I didn't even go to sleep on the plane.
What? You didn't catch no Z's on the plane? Like I can't wait to get on the plane to snug like a bug.
Usually me too, but I ended up watching Sybil. I watched that show on Apple TV with
The morning show,
is it Jennifer Aniston and is that
Reese
Mm,
Reese Witherspoon?
Witherspoon,
Yeah.
the morning show.
okay.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah. I watched my Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. I
Mm.
got a nap.
Yeah. There you go. You put that on. Take the nap.
I got a nap. Yeah, yeah. And Yolanda and I were situated in seats with a seat in the middle, and we were lucky enough going April with that seat stayed empty.
Perfect.
Not so much with this trip, and so it's not so difficult when I'm on the aisle and Yolanda, who makes a number of potty runs during a flight, is known for her runs. To get up and let her go, but then I get up, and so they're hoping that this will make him want to get up, and it,
Hmm.
it, it didn't. It,
None of that. He was planted right there, right next to
mm-hmm,
y'all. Hello.
mm-hmm,
Hello.
mm-hmm,
So, I laughed because there was a story today on Inside Edition
mm-hmm.
where these this gentleman was on Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines, do they have somebody planted there to always give a story? Well, the
Right,
gentleman was in
right.
It's like a
was in
Tell
secret.
you how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
he was in the middle seat, and when the plane stopped, he was ready to get up, but the guy on the aisle wouldn't get up. But it
Right.
was a long. They were at the back of the plane, so they would have just been standing
Been
there.
standing
Hmm.
anyway.
This man, he put his leg over with his behind in
In
the
his
man's
face.
face and went, oh, it was disgusting. It's
Oh my God. Did they have a
really,
fight?
So ignorant.
well, they had a verbal fight.
That
And
is so number one, he's flexible. But
it was
then,
like, right. Oh, April, that's hilarious. Right.
like lifting your leg over, like you got some limber to you, but that's so
That
disrespectful.
is
So
really
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
And the guy said, where are you going? And he said, I
Literally.
just wanted to get up.
But I will say that's airplane etiquette. It's just like at this point, we all have to really kind of wait in line to get our back. So why
Yeah,
are we
but here's the other thing, Epaulet, the aisles are so narrow now, trying to get as many seats
yeah,
in and everything, that there's really no room if the person across the aisle from you has already gotten up and their butt is in your
yeah,
face.
you can't do
You
nothing.
cannot get up, and because then they got their luggage, and you got
Yeah.
But on the other side, if you've been sitting for 3 hours and you're ready to stand up, why the gentleman on the end couldn't stand up and let the man get up?
Again, where is he going? It's just like,
And
okay, so
because he's
even if
not
he got
going
up, okay,
anywhere.
if the
no,
gentleman got up, it's just like, okay, but he probably couldn't even maneuver his way to even stand and move for the man to come out.
I can
It's,
see
it's
both
crazy.
sides.
It's crazy. I
I'm
can
like
never see
Donald
you
Trump.
lifting your leg over. I can't see that.
Don't say you're like
Girl.
Don't say that like that.
Lift that leg over the seat.
Girl, I do yoga.
I love that. I love that. She said, I'm limber, light as a feather.
I'm
And
sorry.
speaking of airport etiquette, what is up with the DC National Airport police, luggage police?
Oh, what was they on one? They was on one.
It's the same guy.
Same
We
guy.
are on his flight.
Every time we go to DC. Every
Dang.
time.
And
So he
stops
knows y'all
me.
by name at this point.
No, he doesn't know me by name, but he knows that Miss, and I was
And it's
so
always
close.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, and then he has this whole speech.
Has an attitude. Yeah.
You know, I've been doing this for 42 years. I can spot it.
Wow,
And
wow,
so
wow.
the last time we went, he got me. And I'm like, I'm gonna take my computer out. I'm gonna take my computer out. I'm gonna put it in here. I know you know, but I know it too, because I fly all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, go on, ma'am.
Go ahead. But at 5 o'clock this morning, 4:30 this morning, I didn't have it in me. I was just like, whatever. Go ahead. Because I had taken I do travel with a computer and audio equipment and stuff like that, and I'd already had that in my carry-on bag, and I was just like,
Go ahead, flag.
you got vape, you got cigarettes, I got nothing. I got
right.
nothing.
Batteries, anything.
Yep. Right.
But Aprylete, so when we landed, we parked in B. But we came back to A. And so Sybil went and got the car, and I went to get her luggage. But I had my glasses.
Oh.
I couldn't see. She had to come inside. She's like, what are you doing?
And my one little bag was the only one that was going around and around. I'm saying, if this son of a gun who put my bag on, say, put it in the back, so it'll be the last one to come off.
Right.
It wasn't his fault.
Aprylete, do yourself a favor. Don't get old. Don't die, but don't get old.
Don't get old. Okay, gotcha. Noted.
Oh my gosh! But the White House, it was beautifully done, and very festive looking, and all looking very Christmassy.
Sybil was appropriately dressed with her little black dress and her patent leather shoes.
But and it was pretty much like people wear to Christmas parties. Yolanda went and made a visual statement.
Oh, you have to send me a picture of what you wore, Yogi. I have to see it. I gotta see.
She wore this beautiful gold and pink mosaic gown, and then she, not to leave Texas behind, and not to let anybody know that where she's from, she had on these sparkly pink boots.
I love it. She said that's the only way to step. I love it.
That's the only way. Yep.
Yes.
And I thought the president was gonna fall off his keel when he's.
Well, my idea was because it's a lot of standing and it's a lot of walking. So I was like, not this year. I'm wearing some boots.
Yeah.
I'm not
so he can be comfortable.
It is not gonna be cute this year. I'm going for comfort. But Sybil was smart. She wore her Uggs and brought in a bag.
Boom.
Her shoes that she checked. Brilliant.
Yep. Boom. That's how you got to do it.
And that was better for me, because at one point I was like, I'm so glad, because I never would have even made it to the checkpoint to turn.
No, it was like that.
A lot of walking, a lot of standing around. And Yolanda needed some insoles or something in those boots to give her some cushion.
Because they were hard.
Yeah, it was hard.
So outside of that, did you guys dance, boogie?
No, and I'm not an eater at one of those things. So we walked around, we talked to people, and the president and Mrs. Biden, Dr. Biden, they were lovely.
Sybil, we didn't talk about that, but I tell you, so when you walked off, he grabbed my hand and he gives that eye contact, and see the Secret Service. They
want you, because they give you the spiel like 2 or 3 times in one room. When you go up, they're going to call your name. You're going to walk. The president's going to be here. The first lady's going to be here. You are going to stand in the middle. You're going to look at the camera. You can touch, but don't touch too much. And they'll take the picture and move on.
Get on. Mm-hmm. And Sybil did it, but when he grabbed because Sybil was standing next to him, he shook my hand, and I was like,
it was okay. We good.
I left the president standing, Aprylete. I was like, Secret Service ain't getting me.
Ain't gonna get me. Okay, I'm not gonna be the next news story.
And I didn't tell you this, Yolanda. He goes, boy, you got a smile that can light up a room. And I was like, thank you, sir. Can we just take the picture?
Yep, can we just take the picture and go?
But one year we went, Aprylete. Oh, Sybil, I know we got to do the newsletter. But the first year that we went, when Obama's was in office, and again, it's really about 4 times. They tell you at the beginning of the line, you go there, you stand there, you take the picture, you leave. Mm-hmm. We walk a few steps, somebody say, okay. So when you get up there, you stand there, you take the picture, and you leave. So we're standing in line, and the people are taking the pictures in front of us. President Obama look over and see Sybil. And he's like, oh, it's Sybil.
That's where the name of the show came from.
That's how we came up with Sybil.
I love that. Oh,
and so we're all nervous because
because people told us, Mr. President, you go in, you stand there, you smile, and then you leave.
And then he wanted to talk to her when we were up there. Oh, we're just so proud of you.
And they're both so tall, so they're talking over me and Yolanda to us.
Aprylete, it was so uncomfortable. And they're talking, and we're like,
we gotta go.
Okay. Right.
We gotta go.
I love that. Oh God, that is such a good story.
Oh, it's a great time, and it's always really nice. It's always really, really nice. Yeah.
I'm glad you ladies had a good time.
Yeah, next it was good to
see. I get an extra little ticket. Go ahead and throw it my way. I'm putting my bid in now. It's Aprylete. I just had to. You never know until you try. So
okay, there you go.
Okay, you don't hurt to ask. Well, I'm going to ask you about your story that you did in the What You Need to Know newsletter. Aprylete is our mental health and wellness contributor, and she contributes a story every week about something having to do with mental health and wellness in our community, and especially as it affects Black folks. That's what we do in the What You Need to Know newsletter. We seek to super serve the African American community. I sound like I've said that a time or two, but to inform and empower people as well. The newsletter is absolutely free. We'd love to have you subscribe. Just go to SybilWilkes.com, give us your name and your email address, and we'll have it in your email box every Monday through Friday morning. And this is a good time to get a subscription for your loved ones, for your friends, your family. It won't cost you a thing. Just send us their email address and their name, and we'll have it in their email box. All we ask is that when it comes into your email every day, please open the newsletter. All right, so Aprylete, our mental health and wellness contributor. SZA, you talk about her and sharing her thoughts about oversharing details of her life.
Yeah, so right before Thanksgiving, she went onto Twitter and she had a whole series pretty much talking about her mental health and the struggles that she's been going through with her mental well-being and just how to navigate the industry. So one of her tweets says, no one teaches you how to enjoy life. They teach you how to work for it, desire it, protect it, fight tooth and nail, pray for it, meditate. But no, how do you process all the things that you pray for? And so when you think about that, and everything that she goes through with success and just on tour, that's kind of true. Like, how do you navigate processing all the things that you have acquired, all the things that are taken away from you? One thing she also expressed was feeling really anxious and the experience of FOMO. So FOMO, I've never really heard this term. It's called
okay.
Yes. And it says the fear of missing out, which leads other people to watching other people's lives, like on social media, pressure to share more content, pressure to think that you're really missing out. I honestly, I've never heard of the term, and I don't even subscribe to that, because if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not. If I'm invited, you know what I'm saying? It's like that type of situation. But I think with social media, a lot of the FOMO is present because we're always watching everybody's life.
Right.
And so that could be, you know.
Well, you don't know what that is because you're not on social media.
That is true.
Yeah.
And that is literally, I mean, that's not why I unsubscribe, but it's just like, yeah, you just do a lot of watching and not living. So that's one thing that she said. That's good.
You watching like and not living.
Oh, that's a gem. Okay. So that's something that she said. So before all of this, so she has,
That's okay. Keep going.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh my
You'll catch up.
goodness. Am I frozen?
You are frozen, but you'll catch up or not.
But I think she makes an interesting point about the fear of missing out. And how do you do that if you're not so concerned about other people?
Right. Right.
You
Oh,
know,
100%. Yeah.
just living your life and living your truth.
But in this era of social media, like even last night, you know, we saw a lot of people we knew and taking pictures, and we took pictures. And so I was like, Sybil, did you post the picture? And she looked at me and like,
I said no. So have you posted the picture yet?
I still have not. I mean, I took a picture like with the portrait of President or First Lady Michelle Obama. I took a picture with the portrait of a former First Lady Rosalind Carter. Those are the only two that of the officials. And like I saw my friend John Murray there last night, and he and I both said, we didn't take pictures together. Dee Dee McGuire was there. Willie Moore Jr. was there. And my friend April Ryan and her daughter. So I mean, these are all friends of mine, and yet I just don't think about it.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm the same way. My sister, she loves pictures. She's always like, "Oh, time for pictures." I'm like, "Girl, like I ain't got time for all that." So I totally understand that. But one thing that I thought was super interesting about this, really quick before we wrap it up, she went to a therapist. Well, no, she went to a life coach thinking that she was going to a therapist. So she was seeking help. But what I felt interested in this situation, she was pretty much unpleased. Like she felt that she did not.
She was pretty much what now? What was the word you used?
She was not pleased.
Okay.
Not pleased with the results. So the life coach gave her some techniques, and one was called box breathing. So I'm glad that you're here, Yogi, because you know about box breathing. And so I quote, she said, "After I had box breathed myself for 3 months, I didn't get better." She said she felt like she was going into a frenzy. So pretty much, the result from the life coach and thinking that it's a therapist, she did not see any results. And so I just kind of wanted you to maybe like chime in when it comes like, what is the difference between a therapist and a life coach? And are life coaches necessary when it comes to mental health? Like, can they still help?
Well, I think the difference is, the therapist is more of a science. And so they're trying to figure out, scientifically what's happening in your brain and what you need to do. A life coach can really help you with your day-to-day decisions on how to live your life. And like, if you're looking for joy or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, they can help you go through a step-by-step plan to reach your goal in life. But I don't understand, because we all need breathing. I'm trying to figure out why the breathing didn't help her. Breathing is just so essential. I mean, when you're first born and they tap that ass, can you say that? That's the first thing, it's the breath. It's the breath of life. So, and, even I think I was sharing with earlier that it is instinctual. If you see a kid fall and the first thing you tell them to do is relax and take a breath. And breathing, it just has the benefits of allowing fresh oxygen to go to the brain, to help clear your brain.
Right.
It helps, put oxygen through your body and your cells to allow you to move more. When you go to the hospital, when they connect you, they get your blood pressure, what have you.
They get that oxygen.
That oxygen flowing. Yeah. So she said that she did the box breathing for 3 months and felt that she was going in a frenzy. But when you think about the box breathing technique, it's to breathe, it's to inhale and to exhale for making a full box to kind of give you that.
So like, for example, let's say a 3 count. So you inhale up to 3. Hold, hold 2, 3, exhale down 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, inhale up 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale out 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3. But here's the deal, and I do this in my daily jewel. So the breathing is important. But more than just that, because I did mention also it relaxes, like when it relaxes the body. And when the body relaxes, that's when your body is better able to heal. So even if it's just that, another thing, when you go into the hospital, one of the first things they do is they sedate you so your body can just relax. And that's when it's healed. That's why sleeping is so important.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just curious. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm sorry. This is my thing.
But I want you to look at the clock too.
Okay. Just to make this point, it's not just the breathing, Aprylete, but it's the intention.
Yeah.
So you can breathe because we're constantly breathing. But when you are really mindful,
Yep.
I would love to talk with her.
All right, Sybil. Sybil, you hear that?
Breathing is everything. Breathing is everything. Even in patients that are mentally ill, that's one of the things that we really, really try to connect with. That's the one thing. Like when I'm dealing with somebody who has like a psychotic episode, that's the first thing I'm like, come on, breathe with me, connect with my breath.
Yep.
Anyway, God bless her. All right, Sybil. Sorry.
So those are the types of things that Aprylete writes about, and we also have politics and HBCU Corner, Little Known Black History Fact, social justice, as well as the LGBTQ contributors in the newsletter. So please take a look at us, and I think that you'll enjoy. Excuse me. I think I got Yolanda's call.
You want some?
Okay. I think that you'll enjoy the story. So let us move on to what's really going on. And sorry, this is a little bit of an opportunity to take in the season and to enjoy the music. And so I'm asking, what are your favorite Christmas songs?
Oh my goodness. I have one. Like normally when you do what's really going on, I'm just like, But today. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so can I go?
By all means, let me just hang on one second. So we'd like everyone to participate. Like Aprylete will give us ours. We'd like give us hers, and we'd like for you all to share with us what is your favorite Christmas song, and maybe we'll be able to play it over the weekends when you hear the show on Sirius XM. All right, so Aprylete.
Okay, so the entire Destiny Child Christmas album. Like literally that right there is, and my little sister just called me yesterday, so I'm not going home for Christmas. And she said, the only thing I ask for you is to get hot cocoa. I get hot cocoa, and we listen to the Destiny Child album on
that
Facebook.
Is so sweet.
Like that is a tradition. We've made up dances. Like that is something that we listen to every single Christmas. And another, you know what? I'm just gonna stop there because I was gonna say another tradition that we do, but maybe we'll dive into that later.
Okay. But don't lose your thought though.
Okay, no, well, I'm just gonna say it now. Another tradition that we do, every Christmas Eve, we open a present. So that's kind of, I don't know if that's like a common, but our present will always be pajamas. So every Christmas Eve, there will be the pajamas, and we'll throw on the Destiny Child album, and then we'll have our little dance night. So
that is so sweet.
Yep,
makes you want to go home, doesn't it? Makes you want to go home? No, okay.
No, I love not right now.
Okay. Well, I do have Christmas pajamas too, and my favorites are from, is it Old Navy or the Gap? It's with the black Santas.
Okay.
So I do like to do that. Yolanda,
wait, what's the song?
She said the pajamas. The song.
My song is This Christmas by Donny Hathaway.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's Christmas time.
Oh, that's when you know. That's when you know for sure. When you hear that, oh baby.
One of the songs I've asked Yolanda to play is any Christmas song off of Johnny Mathis's Christmas album, because that reminds me of my dad. And my dad was a big Johnny Mathis fan. And back in the day, in our basement, could raise the windows, and if the screens were, my dad wouldn't change the screen in this particular window, and he would put the big speaker in the window, like say back here in this window, and he would play the entire for the neighborhood.
I love that. Oh, they go to Wilkes. Okay.
Yeah. And when my daddy died, the neighbors like, oh, we're really gonna miss Mr. Wilkes. We're really gonna miss your dad. We're really gonna miss your husband. But we're not gonna miss the damn playing of the Johnny Mathis Christmas album.
That is so funny.
Oh my God, my father loved him some Johnny Mathis, and my my parents got into the biggest argument. I was like, my mother's like, what is it about Johnny Mathis? He's a man's man, and my mother turned to him. She said, "Oh, he's some man's man, but he's not.
But he ain't your man's man in his house, okay?
Stop it.
Not here." But yeah, it was. But he, whatever it was about, and I think it's because Johnny Mathis my dad had really fine hair, but he didn't have like the whole head full of hair that Johnny Mathis had. So he thought, maybe he'd like that. But yeah, so he was a big Johnny Mathis fan. So anytime I hear him play over the Christmas holidays, it just makes me think of my dad. So, Yolanda, what about you?
So my favorite, Chris Brown has a Christmas album, and Chris Brown is my favorite artist. And
really?
Oh my God!
I did not know that.
If you listen to our XM show, on every show you will hear
Christmas Brown.
Okay, all right. Now I know where to go to get my Chris Brown fix.
But his song, "No Time Like Christmas," oh my God, it is so beautiful. But the most beautiful that touches my heart is CeeLo. Mary, didn't you know? Mary, didn't you know? And oh my God, he really, really gets down on that. But my favorite is My Favorite Things by a lot of people have done it.
Right,
it's a song, da 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 da. These are my favorite
things. Yeah.
And so it's Donnie McClurkin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but Donnie McClurkin, virgin. A lot of people say Luther. Donnie McClurkin shut it down. Yeah. And I listen to that throughout the year.
That's a good.
Yeah. And that's an unusual Christmas song from The Sound of Music, but it is one of.
Mm-hmm. Sybil always know. Sybil, you know everything.
No, but I have a friend who loves The Sound of Music so much that every time it's on, he calls me and tells me, "Guess what I'm watching?"
Anthony Brown.
Yeah. So I know all the words. I know the dialogue. I know the music. I know how do you solve a problem like Maria? Yes, a lot of that. So.
I love it.
It's The Sound of Music. Ooh, never mind. I'm being embarrassed. I can be embarrassed. It's okay. Is that a Christmas movie?
No, it's not necessarily a Christmas movie. But I don't think so. But that is a song that has come out that is played often at Christmas, and I don't know why. That I don't know. Do we have any people who are?
Yeah, we do. Be patient with me. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Michael Stallworth.
Michael Stallworth on Facebook. I have one to include is Luther's cover of My Favorite Things. There you go, from 1995. Yeah. Antoinette Castleberry on Facebook. Luther's Christmas. Yeah.
Remember this one?
Oh, that's a good one.
The Temptations, Silent Night. Was the Temptations? No, it was. Was it the Temptations that at Tom's brother's funeral? He was crazy about. Was it the Temptations Christmas album they played at his funeral? But it was another. It wasn't the Dramatics. I want to say it was the Temptations or
the Whispers.
No, it wasn't the Whispers. I can't remember. Maybe if Myra's watching or she can remember.
Stallworth to tell us.
Yeah, what was the black R&B group that Tom Joyner's played
at his brother's funeral?
Right. Oh, Let It Snow, Boys to Men.
Yeah, the one with Brian McKnight, right? Brian McKnight is on that. Let It Snow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My god sister is texting me and she's saying, "What do you need for Christmas?" Oh no, this has nothing to. That's not a song. She's just asking.
You're a silly girl.
Oh, Jackie Welch. That's one of my favorites too. Curtis Blow's Christmas song is my favorite. She says that on YouTube.
How does that go?
Oh God.
I know Run DMC.
Yeah.
Hollis Christmas.
Oh, this is where Hollis Queens. Let's just say. Baby, it's cold outside. Yolanda Vanessa Williams. Yeah.
I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside.
Hey.
Are you familiar with that, Aprylete? Huh? You know that? Are you familiar with that song?
Baby, it's cold
outside.
Yeah. Over the past couple of years, that song became problematic because he is forcing her to stay because she's saying, I really can't stay but she wants to go, but he's forcing her to
stay.
Yeah, and they're putting a real negative spin on it.
But it's such a beautiful. Vanessa Williams sings that sings Baby It's Cold. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sybil?
Yes, CM Williams. Yes, the entire Jackson 5 Christmas.
Stephen Hill would fire us if we didn't mention that.
We did not include that. Right.
I'm not familiar with this one.
Last Christmas by Wham. Oh,
Michael.
Yeah, George Michael.
Yeah.
I gotta go look that one up. I used to have that album.
Look at that too. Oh, did you know that Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas"? It was the lady, the older lady who's in her
Brenda.
She's number 1 now after 50
She's
something.
Never been number 1. 60 years. I think the song came out in in 1958.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this it?
Gee Whiz is Christmas. I don't think that's it. I don't think
Michael Stallworth will tell us.
Okay.
Michael, let us know.
Oh yeah.
What's that? Tim Williams, Stevie Wonder, What Christmas Means to Me. Yep.
So John Legend redid that song and Steve joined him on it.
Oh, I bet that was beautiful.
It is. It's really good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yolanda, did you all play a lot of Christmas music over the holidays when you were growing up?
So let me tell you what's funny. Ward and I actually had a conversation today. We did because Jesus is the reason for the
season. Yes.
And so we were away in a manger, and Ward is like, "What?" And I was like, "That was for the Christmas programs." He's like,
"Right." Yeah.
And so I was like, "Well, how did you learn? Oh, come
on,
he said the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
Funny.
Y'all didn't learn all of the Christmas songs at
church.
From Charlie Brown.
No Sunday school program.
So we didn't get like the Temptations and the Whispers and even the Jackson. But that wasn't big in our house. But we were the Hellier Jackson and we did the gospel stuff. This boy's like, not at all. And he had no Sybil. He said he was going to call you. Please tell me that you used to participate in the Christmas. You had a Christmas.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's just you, Ward.
Sorry, Ward.
Okay, we got a lot.
Do they still do Christmas carolers, like people knocking on the doors and actually singing Christmas?
Did they ever do that in the hood?
I've never experienced. It's just something that I see on TV, like on
only on the Hallmark Christmas.
Only on the Hallmark Christmas movies. I'm like, is that a real thing?
Right. Sybil, we got a lot.
OJ's Christmas Just Ain't Christmas Without the One You Love. Thank you, CM. You're giving us a lot of good ones. Yeah. Without the one you love. New Year's just ain't New Year's. Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, I don't know this one either.
I Can Hardly Wait.
I Can Hardly Wait. I guess still Christmas.
Yeah.
Natasha Carson Joyner on Facebook.
From the OJs.
Wow. Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
We about to make a good Christmas list now. Like we got some good ones here. You can make a real good Christmas playlist for Christmas morning around. Yeah, this is a good playlist.
Oh, we got a lot of Chris Brown. Yes. Good. Oh, you know what was that song by Alexander O'Neal? Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Okay, Sybil, it's so many.
Gwen Turner, Freddie Jackson had a real good one that never gets much airtime. It's called "At Christmas." Ooh, I bet that is good.
I bet you Freddie Jackson. Yeah,
you can get down.
This is a good playlist, y'all.
Yeah.
Alexa, play. I'm kidding.
Don't play because we gotta pay. Okay. Yeah. Sybil, shame on us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Eartha Kitt and Santa Baby. That's a good one.
I really been off.
Come on now.
Come on,
Aprylete.
Oh, okay, yeah. Somebody said it was a Sleigh Ride, but TLC Sleigh Ride. Oh my gosh, they get down. Okay, Michael Starwork got another one. Don't know about this.
Rockin' Around. That's the Brenda Lee song, I think.
The Christmas.
Brenda Lee is Rocking Around.
Yeah.
All
right. What about Christmas in the Hood?
Is that James Brown?
I think it's kind of like a little rap beat a little bit. It's kind of like I want 12 dun, dun, dun. It's like 5 months free rent.
Oh, right.
That's the only part I know. 5 months free rent.
No, I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that one. Is this one the Commodores? Jesus is Love?
I don't know if it is, but it should be.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Howard Hewitt did that too. That was really, really beautiful.
But the Commodores, Lionel, and that really.
This was it. God, Michael Starwork.
James Brown.
Straight to the ghetto. Yeah.
Come straight to the ghetto.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember this one.
Teddy Pendergrass Christmas Carol, but it's a good one.
Okay. Oh, Sybil, check this one out.
Faith Evans. Oh, Merry Christmas Baby, especially live. Saw her the time Mistletoe Jam. Yeah, some of us didn't make that. With the Queen, Aretha, and Dennis. That's who it was. It was Dennis Edwards and the Temptations Christmas album. That's who it was. That Albert Joyner so loved.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is great.
On Facebook at Christmas time and Merry Christmas bring you happiness by Lufa.
Was it Lufa?
Lufa.
Oh, this was it. It was the Alexander O'Neal. Oh, I love y'all.
Gift for you. It's on my list. Yeah.
Gift for you.
Janice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
Y'all on fire tonight.
They really are. Yeah. This is good stuff. Very good.
So now
Aprylete. I'm not familiar with this.
Come on now. Okay, thank you, Michael, coming through.
I am not familiar with it.
I'm going to have to play it for you offline.
Boys.
I'm going to play it for you offline because she said 5 months free rent. All they want for Christmas for the 12th day of Christmas.
Is it a real record? Like I can go on iTunes and get it?
Yes, I'm going to play it for you offline.
But right now we have to move on to trending topics.
Okay, right. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. I have to watch the clock.
Thanks for producing.
Okay. All right. Tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights. Hanukkah is the Jewish 8-day wintertime festival of lights celebrated with the menorah, the candles there. Each night the candle is lit, and special prayers and food and dreidel games and chocolates and what have you, and a gift a night sometimes for people. Hanukkah means dedication. It's named because it celebrates the rededication of the Holy Temple. And it happened back in the 2nd century. And the Holy Land was ruled by the Syrian Greeks who tried to force the people of Israel to accept Greek culture and beliefs instead of the mitzvah observance and their belief in God. Against all odds, a small band of faithful but poorly armed Jews led by Judah the Maccabee defeated one of the mightiest armies on earth, drove the Greeks from the land, reclaimed the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, and rededicated it to the service of God. And what they sought to light the temple's menorah, they found only a single container of olive oil to light the menorah, and that it had escaped contamination. And so miraculously, they said this is why they call it the miracle, because they lit that 1 day supply of oil lasted for 8 days until new oil could be prepared under the conditions of ritual purity. And so we are in the midst of tonight, as I said, is the first night of Hanukkah. So all those who are observing, happy Hanukkah to you, and may the season of miracles continue.
Well, this has to be a very special time this
Very
year,
much so, yeah.
in lieu of what all is happening.
Going on in this country as well as around the world. One of the articles that I read today was, this is a time of celebration, but in the midst of all this anti-Semitism
right.
that we are experiencing,
right.
it's a very difficult time for a lot of people. And but here we are, and I hope that people are able to celebrate the miracle of Hanukkah and have wonderful celebrations and uninterrupted, and certainly not those sullied by someone else.
Amen.
Sad to report, I don't know, did you all see that Forrest Whitaker's ex-wife, Keisha Whitaker, has died? Keisha Nash. She was 51 years old. They divorced a few years ago, but they had children together. Her youngest daughter, True. Oh, hi, True. Hi, baby, True.
Oh.
Her youngest daughter, True Whitaker, announced her mother's death on Instagram, and she said that sending love out to her mom. Announced it on Instagram, as I said. She was married to Forrest Whitaker from 1996 to 2018 when they divorced. And Whitaker and Nash's daughter, True, confirmed her mother's death in the story, but not what the cause of death. And the actors met when they met on the set of a movie called Blown Away. She was cast to play Forrest Whitaker's character's girlfriend. He proposed the following year, and they married 1996 in Montego Bay in Jamaica. And in addition to True, they also had a daughter named Sonnet Noel, who was born, who was a little bit older, I think, than True. He filed for divorce after 22 years of marriage in December 2018, citing the ever popular irreconcilable differences, according to the petition. And it's just really sad. It's just,
she's so young, 51.
She's an actress?
And she was an actress and a producer.
Okay.
Yeah. Just really tragic. I was told yesterday about a death that I had not mentioned, and I am so very sorry. This is Brother Joshua Nasir Farrakhan, was eulogized in November, the son of Minister Louis Farrakhan. They described it as more of a celebration of life and a very vibrant life than a solemn goodbye. They said during the course of the ceremony, you could hear cheers and applause, accompanying bursts of laughter at the mosque as they remembered the beloved 64-year-old son of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Mother Khadijah Farrakhan. Josh, as he was affectionately named, called by his friends, made his transition November 18th, suffering a massive heart attack after being taken to the hospital for chest pains. He was known as a dedicated helper of his father and was present at the beginning of Minister Farrakhan's acceptance of the mission to rebuild the Nation of Islam. And
he would travel with Minister Farrakhan. Remember they came on the cruise?
Yeah, and he was such a lovely man.
Yeah.
You know how you think about the fruit of Islam, and their job is they're very serious, and but Josh was one of those. Hey, how you doing? And a very light touch to all of this, and encouraging people to come up and to talk to his father or say, "Hey, Dad," that kind of thing.
Yes.
So he was really a lovely man, and I'm very sorry that I missed that story. We've had more mass shootings. This was on the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, UNLV, yesterday. A man who apparently applied for a job was turned down for the job for a professorship. And this was a few years ago. He applied for the job. But he went on a shooting rampage, not of the students, but of
The
fellow
fact.
people who worked there at the university. He was not targeting the students, according to two law enforcement officials. Terrified students and professors took shelter in the classrooms and dorms as he roamed the Lee Business School and opened fire just before noon on the fourth floor, and where faculty and staff offices for the accounting and marketing departments were located. A fourth person was critically wounded in the shooting. No students, as I said, were targeted. No students were wounded or shot. And the most tragic thing was the stories of students reportedly calling their parents and saying their goodbyes. They did not know
It's so
what
eerie.
the future was going to be. He's been identified as a 67-year-old man, and his name, which we don't necessarily have to give, but two business school professors, one by the name of Patricia Navarro Velez and Chajan Jerry Chang, and they said the third victim, also a faculty member, will be identified after the relatives have been notified.
Sybil, you are so righteous for omitting his name and speaking the names of the victim, because the story was that he was really obsessed with serial killers. So, you know, when you highlight the serial with the killers, that puts more light on it.
Yeah.
What they want that attention. Like they literally are feeding off of that ego, you know?
Yep.
Golly, that is so terrible.
It's tragic.
And you know, that goes to, funny you say that. And so just let me say this, you know, I got a lot of words. When you say that attention, what they really want, they don't want the attention. They really want respect. And so when you don't get respect, you become desperate for attention.
Wow.
That part. When you don't get respect, you become desperate
for attention.
Wow.
Wow. This is a lighter note, and we do need that. McDonald's is opening a new chain of stores called Cosmix, COSMC, apostrophe S. Have you seen this, Aprylete?
I'm just kind of following you. Like, okay, where are we going
McDonald's said it's opening this new chain called Cosmix that will focus on coffee and other drinks, a step that is viewed as a challenge to Starbucks and Dunkin', which we saw a lot of in the airports the last couple of days, as the fast food giant seeks to boost afternoon sales. They say that people aren't coming in for a good sandwich in the afternoon. They want maybe the
Girl, McDonald's not making enough money.
They're going to open their first Cosmix location in Illinois this month. Plans to open additional restaurants in the new year. They said the growing demand for an afternoon beverage pick-me-up occasion, this is why they're doing it. It's a $100 billion market.
Wow.
So they're like, oh, I'm going to put my foot in that. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Interesting.
And so this new chain will allow the company to create customized beverages that are difficult for McDonald's restaurants to create because they're so busy giving us those little teeny pads of fillet of fish.
Hey, Sybil, read this comment.
And Gwen Webb on Facebook said they need to focus on keeping their ice. Okay. And I'm not a McFlurry person, but I will tell you, people are so upset every time you turn around. Our machine is working, and then for 5 minutes it's working, and then
let me tell y'all a little inside scoop, because I was a crew leader to management, and that was my first job. I was at McDonald's for like almost 8 years. Okay.
Oh wow.
That shake machine, I still got it to this day, a little pin. So when you have to learn how to you have to take the shake machine apart, clean all of the parts, and then put it back together. So 9 times out of 10, when that shake machine is down, that's because it is really down. Like they've taken it apart, left it in the back, and somebody don't know how to put it back together. So you have to be certified to clean the shake machine. It's a whole class, a whole course you have to do, because you have to take down the parts, put them back together, and then you have to wait for clearly things to cool on off and all those types of things. But it's a whole thing. That shake machine.
And is this right that there's like only 1 or 2 companies that are they are able to
To
really fix the machines.
That is right. And then there's only a couple of people that are certified who are in the store that knows how to clean it and put it together and things like that.
You were one of them.
Come on now, you better talk about it. The girl, she had her certification in shake machine. Come on. So I might not be on duty that day. So who gonna fix the shake
Right. They're just gonna
machine?
be there waiting for you when you get back.
Then we won't have shakes that
Then
day.
y'all won't have
That's
shake
right.
ice cream.
So was shakes a big item? A lot of people like the shakes.
What's the ice cream cones? Like for like I just remember the ice cream cones. Like a lot of people come in for the ice cream cones, and then of course the McFlurries. That was something that was added to the menu, but it was the ice cream cones. I know at my particular store, but yeah.
Now Yolanda will pull over for a good chocolate shake at McDonald's.
Really?
Which my husband don't understand because he's not sure what's in there.
So is it the McDonald's chocolate shake, or do you like Jack in the Box or Wendy's?
No,
okay,
just
it got to be McDonald's.
Yep.
Interesting.
Is it real ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you good. You
Thank
good.
you.
Go ahead, tell Ward, you good. You good. A shake machine certified specialist.
Right. Thank you.
So you know it's real. Because she had the pen and everything.
I had the pen and everything.
Let's move to entertainment. Def Jam co-founder Russell Simmons is trying to get ahead of the stories and speaking out about the multiple rape allegations made against him years ago. And he's continuing to deny sexually assaulting anyone. He opened up about the claims against him in an episode of a podcast, saying, "I've never been violent to anybody," adding all his relationships have been consensual. And he owns up to being insensitive and using crude language during sexual encounters over the years, but shoots down the notion that he's been forceful with any past partners. Further, he complains that he suffered greatly due to the allegation, saying, "All my 5 charities have gone down." However, he applauds the Me Too movement, which fueled the heat on Simmons in 2017, saying it's done a lot of great work for women. It sensitized men in ways they were not sensitized. And for that, I'm grateful. In referencing his new home in Bali, that's where he lives now. He's given up all claim to things here in the States, he said. Because I left and I spent so much time there, people assume that I really left and ran, even though I'm back in America all the time. But he says the majority of his life is spent there in Polynesia. So, but I imagine that with all of these other stories coming up, that it's a difficult challenge for them to have discussions with anybody without being called on this. We're going to close out Aprylete with our jewel.
Okay.
And the theme this week is respect. Yolanda, would you like to read the jewel?
I don't remember it today.
Okay. Life is too short
to
waste time being
around people who don't respect you.
Right.
And who you don't respect.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Amen.
I love that. Life is too short for being around people who don't respect you. And then, like you said, or you don't respect. Let's just part ways.
Yeah.
So we can continue to,
because if they don't respect you, they gonna be mean and rude and
demean you, all of those things.
Disrespectful, demean you. Yeah.
So that's mental.
Yeah. Or as the young people say, gaslight you.
All of that. Yeah. So life's too short.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. Aprylete, you're a delight as always. And keep those Christmas songs coming, everybody. We'd love to hear more suggestions of the songs that you're looking forward to hearing over the Christmas holiday. We appreciate you, and we'll see you all again soon. Thanks, Yolanda. Thanks, Aprylete.
Thank you.